Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Carthage. Today I'd like to conquer both Geneva and Macau. We have already started working on that, so I think we should be able to do it unless China somehow manages to get like pretty big fleet and try to defend the city, but I think it's unlikely because what I can show you guys is the demographic screen, and actually we are second, but not behind China, but behind Denmark. So we are stronger than China right now, and I think we have destroyed most of the Chinese navy, and it will take a while for her to rebuild it. They're definitely capable of doing that. They have 18,000 cash and they're making 1,400 gold per turn, so they can just buy ships in all cities 4 turns in a row, and then they'll be by far the strongest civ on the map. But I don't think that the AI is gonna do that, like focus so heavily on just building ships. So we should be fine. We should have the control at least over this area of the map and easily take Macau. Before we start playing, I'll quickly get to one mistake that I made in the previous episode. I think you guys remember how I was trying to find a way how to get the Palace of Culture and Science in time before the next Congress. And of course, I did everything so that I had the option to get the palace in time, but then I just forgot to queue it up, so we won't get it in time. I can't believe that I even sold a unit to get this. I even paid for the building, then I just forget to start working on it. So yeah, let's do it now, and we'll get next turn, but I'm pretty sure that the Congress will be in session before the building kicks in. So I think we won't have the extra. I think it will be 3 votes for this Congress, and that could be pretty important. So I was even thinking about just reloading because of this, but yeah, as usual, I just hate reloading, so I have to suck it up and just learn from my mistakes, pay more attention to what I'm doing, because this is just not enough attention when you are 5 minutes working on something and then forget to make the final step. That it's just, I mean, honestly stupid. But enough complaining. Let's start playing. I think I can end the turn right away. Once I'm captured by Denmark, so Rome is gone again. Okay, with our workers, I have a plan. I'll start working on another set of railroads. I will build railroads here through the desert hills so that I can freely move units around. It's probably not necessary, but just in case. It's only a few gold per turn, and it could be useful. Let's start here and we'll work our way backwards. Move. I think I want this Ironclad to join the main fleet. Definitely don't want to attack the Fusilier, that will be too aggressive. Let's see. Further growth, more people. Oh, it's only 155 gold to buy the tile. Well, in that case, I'll do it. Because the forest with all the bonuses from the city is actually pretty decent. Or tiles that we don't care about, but there could always be a uranium later, and I think even oil. So who knows? Maybe this tile will be worth something later. Some trade. Oh, those were the trades with Rome and some declarations. Okay, so what are the proposals? Sanction Byzantium. I really don't want that. Decolonization Morocco. I don't want that either, because they'll probably return some allies to China. I would rather have China as weak as possible while we are fighting them. When we cripple China enough and attack Morocco, then maybe we can think about this. And then, yeah. But with the, 7 votes, I don't think we can push this through. I'm even thinking about ignoring it and do something about the remaining propositions or proposals, but I don't want this to pass, and I don't want this to pass either. Maybe I'll just ignore this and see what happens. Just try to help myself. I think I'm just throwing the votes away. Let's see. Okay. Guard house. What is the biggest problem here? Poverty. So poverty, the only thing that can help with poverty here, I think, is hospital. Stock exchange actually is not amazing in cities that don't have enough people. Yeah, I think I'll go for hospital and next turn pay for it so it doesn't take 30 turns to finish it. Yeah, we have enough faith. I've decided to buy a missionary because I think missionary here will be a bit more effective than an inquisitor, at least to start with. I'll still buy an inquisitor next turn and try to get rid of all the heretics here. You can build me another farm. You're done removing this railroad. Let's remove this one and this one. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, keep healing. We can switch these two. Start the repairs. You are too slow to make it. Yeah. Let's move you north. It's safer up there. Fortify. And now we can do as much damage as possible to the city again. Oh, and I do realize that I'm leveling all my cruisers as basically anti-ship units, but even like that, it's still disappointing to me, the damage they are doing to cities. I just thought that there would be more effective. I remember cruisers being really effective against cities, but maybe it was just weaker cities, I don't know. But yeah, still, I expect a little bit more from them. Maybe it's also because I'm missing logistics. I'm used to having logistics by this time in the game, so that could be the biggest difference. Okay, how are you doing here? You can sit where you are, same for you. Hit the city 3 times. Actually, not 3 times. 5 times. You can move closer. 45. Wait. And what about this? Do I want to? Yeah, let's move this guy forward. 45. And can we do anything? No. Oh, what I could do for 6, because the city is targeting the Ironclad, I can move this one as a replacement, and then this one, when he repair it, will just be the guard here. Okay, next. But I still have a feeling that I forgot to do something that I wanted right from the start of the episode, but hopefully I did everything. Peace out, nope. I want a lot more than this from China. Okay. There is a ship. There's another ship now. Not too happy about that. There's a great scientist and our golden age just ended. So the next one starts in 39 turns with this happiness. So we can't rely on that. But we can rely on great artist in 9 turns. I need the golden age back as soon as possible. Where do we start? Start with the scientist. We have 20 turns for penicillin. And penicillin is not just subs, actually mercs that we will be able to get are pretty insane. They have combat strength 60, which is more than even infantry, I think. So for the attack on the Chinese mainland, I will probably get a few and use them as the front line. But I also want to buy subs, so that's a huge investment. I want at least 8, maybe 10 subs. And then the mercs on top of that, we are talking about like 30,000 investment. I'm not sure that we'll have the money. Okay, so that's 9 turns. Not bad. Order growth. Order growth. That's the golden age. And let's see. Sanction Carthage fails. By how many votes? 7, 10. Actually, I think even if he had those extra votes, this wouldn't pass. I think when it's a draw, it doesn't pass. So maybe it just didn't cost us. Okay. But it doesn't mean that this wasn't a mistake. That was a huge and stupid mistake. Decolonization Morocco. So Morocco went all in on this. Okay. And no one wanted to sanction Byzantium, so who actually suggested this? They're not voting for it. Maybe it was Morocco, and then they wanted to make sure that they don't get decolonized. That would make sense. Oh, and we can now peace out Geneva. Because somehow the control or the alliance went back to Morocco. But I don't think that's what I want. China flips the city back and we are back where we started. So I would try to just take the city-state. Make sure that I don't have potential enemy city behind my lines. So let's move back to 4-6. That's the replacement. Proposal. Well, even without Morocco using any votes against us, we didn't have a chance to lift the embargo, even with the extra votes. So maybe what we could do is try to help Denmark. At least it will make someone grateful, because if I go this way, everyone will be mad. So I could do this. It doesn't make that many people mad. I mean, China is already mad, Morocco is already mad at Byzantium. Well, hopefully it won't make them declare war on us. It will make Denmark happy, so maybe we could somehow work with them if we help them, and then they would help us to get rid of the embargo on us. I was also thinking about going for like World's Fair, but at this point, I'm pretty sure if China goes all in, they would defeat us. So I want to take more cities from them, and maybe next time I will get the World's Fair, because the free social policy and culture boost are pretty important, and also this will start the golden age for us. Also important thing, but at this point I'm pretty sure it's early. So let's see. Try to help Denmark. And now back to those sieges. Geneva is falling pretty quickly. 845. I could move my units on both these tiles, prevent Chinese Fusilier from landing. I actually don't think I want to do that. Or do I? I could get attacked from here. There are any ranges. No, let's just stay where we are. Who's next? This is next. Okay, we have some fresh ironclads around here. With this ironclad, I think I have to close this gap. 45. This one. I'll have to move back. This one has to move back as well. which means this one now moves forward. And I have, what, 2 ranged attacks? One, two, three. Or I could move the cruiser up, but I'd rather have the bombardment cruiser next to the city. So let's attack. Could try to be aggressive, but the Fusilier, I mean, can't even land. I don't care about one. I would expose the Ironclad too much here. Now let's just move this way. See what happens. Back. Wait. Guys, can start repairs. And 7, so that will flip the city, but we'll still have 2 heretics here, so let's buy an Inquisitor to get rid of them. And I wanted to pay for that city, city hospital. So now we don't have faith, we don't have money, we don't have anything. I'd like to get vision here somehow. I don't think I can get it. I could try to move a unit on this island, but that's pretty risky. 2 logistic cruisers and whatever I move there will be dead. Yeah, let's just end the turn. Oh, hey, there's extra happiness. We are down to 31 without the golden age, so we will need every bit of happiness that we can find, especially once we capture those cities. Now we should be on 34, 45, and end the turn. Let's keep an eye on this. I don't like that there are Chinese ships around. Also don't like the field gun. Yeah, it's doing splash damage now. Well, we'll just have to survive it for a while till we take that city. Start working on the railroad. You are done with your railroad, so let's continue here. And hey, what are you doing? I'd like this field gun to get experience. Okay, that worked. I don't know what that Fusilier was trying to do there. What about the Ironclad? Five. Let's get out of here. One. I think I want to finish the Ironclad off without taking damage. Gonna move back, switch these 2. Will move, you will move as well, and we now need to fix all these ships. Okay. Wait. 45. Full attack. I don't like that I have to use range attacks against ships here, because that means it will take longer to take the city, and the field gun will be able to do more damage. That splash damage is pretty annoying. For the growth, and not super important tiles, but still tiles like this could have uranium later, so who knows, might actually be a good tile in the end. What about you? Have enough food? I want to work specialist slots. Yeah, the engineer would take forever. We don't really need one. I'll just get more production. I don't really need this city to grow fast, so yeah, let's get the production. Okay. Inquisitor first. So we are on 7-2. It's gonna change. Probably gonna be like 9-1. Maybe 10-1. No, it's actually 7-1 still. What the hell? Almost feels like a waste of faith. Down. Remove this road. You are done with your section. I think I'll move one worker down. We could use some railroads on the island. So why not? And this one... You know what? Let's just get mines on all the hills that are outside of our city's reach, but within our borders. In case there is the uranium. So that we get it immediately, I think. Or, actually, wait, we get access to uranium quite a long time before we can get actual atomic bomb. Never mind. Scrap that idea. What else? Maybe, you know what, you can help here with those railroads. 45. And hitting Geneva. We are getting closer. 2 more. 1452. In 10 turns we get penicillin. I'll save the money from now on. There are some buildings that I would like to boost. Definitely. I also want my subs. How big of a problem is poverty? Hmm. Or actually, wait. Oh, I don't have enough money. Buy Cristo Redentor. This would give us a reason to build hotels and actually boost hotels so that they help with boredom. Could do that next turn. Wait. 45. Okay, go. Oh, actually gained some happiness. Thought it would go down because War Baron is kicking in. Wonder how long we can handle it. Oh, look at the damage. That was just 1 turn, 50 hit points down. Connect resource for Sydney. No idea what we connected. But it's nice that 1400 extra gold is pretty useful. Oh, aluminum is what we connected for Sydney. Okay. should maybe check the city-states quest and see if we can do something easily. Maybe I'll do it off camera. Stock exchange finished. Get research labs free. So I could build a Crystal Redentor here. It's quite a lot of boredom. Let's actually check our capital. Where is more boredom? The same thing. Okay, let's get a train station. And I don't know what to do with our workers now. Kind of want this road. Everything here is upgraded. Have the roads. I don't think we have anything to do. I'll just send them south, I guess. Almost there. How many hit points? 86. That's still too many, so we have to wait one more turn. Fix this. So I will probably need some more workers here. I want to rework this area. Okay, you have to move back. You'll move forward. No ships around. That means you can now fully focus on the city. Probably take it on this. No, I can't take it on this turn. No, 121 hit points. So next turn we should be able to take both cities. I may delay this because I may want to get rid of those Fusiliers first. But what I definitely want to do is send this Fusilier so that we have a garrison for the city on the same turn as we capture it. Started the repairs. No, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I guess I'll just build a lumber mill so that I can actually build a mine here that's still in range. Okay, that is something useful. Now, the monies. What are we missing? Research lab will be for free, so let's pay for the wonder. Try to get it. It's not that expensive. The late game wonders are actually quite cheap. Still thinking about this hospital. You know what? Let's do it. And then we can queue up stock exchange. Probably won't be building factories in most of my cities until I get worker faculties, because that saves up a lot of time. Next. On this turn, I expect China to send multiple ships. There's something, but definitely not a ship. Oh. That's still fine. Okay. Now I kinda need vision. We are looking at one logistics cruiser. This is pretty aggressive, but hopefully it works out. One, three. Okay, now I can take the city. I don't think I have enough shots for the Fusilier. Well, let's take the city. Oh, there's Empire still been a state building in here. But that's about it. 38% virtue specialist in all cities +1 goal. Yeah, that's kind of useful for or against the poverty problem that we have. But it's another city that lost most of its buildings. Opera House, Mandir, Amphitheater, Museum, Broadcast Tower. Don't really care about Hagia Sophia. I really don't want to lose the Empire State Building. Just raise the city to reasonable size, because size 31 is insane. Problem is, when I start raising the city, I will start losing some of the buildings that remain there. Well, let's start raising the city. And when we are down to size, maybe like 16, we will check what's left and then decide if we just finish the city off or if we keep it until we get something on the Chinese mainland. We have the colonist ready. And I was planning to use him here. Oh yeah, let's just raise the city a little bit, see what happens. And then we decide on the next move. Now, the Fusilier, I want to increase the strength of the city. Only 50 hit points. What? You're already attacked? You have only 2 attacks? Well, 2 attacks are still better than no attacks. And I hope they don't have the damage to take the city now. Could also move forward a bit. Be a bit more aggressive with the control of this area now. Wait. Now I want farm here. And I'll build a village on the road. Take Geneva as well now. That's what, 27? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the damage. Maybe not with one melee attack. Oh, even one melee attack is enough. And hopefully the city has more buildings. Yeah, that's much better. Because I can't raise the city, so if we got no buildings, that will be a disaster. Annex. And how are we doing happen? 29, it's actually pretty good. And we have strategic monopoly on coal. Where the hell did we get that? What's the strategic monopoly? Naval units +1 movement. Oh man, that's a good one. A pretty nice bonus here to culture and science. I'll definitely take that. New unit. Well, okay. Let's just get 46 gold. We can build a farm on this tile because it will provide adjacency bonus for the farm that we can work. Or 6. Now, I could move a field gun here and the +1 range to the city and just do some damage to units that come too close to the coast. So I think I want to block this tile. I want to kill this Inquisitor. 45, 45. Don't like the ironclad in Shanghai. Production. Well, as usual, we start with walls. How long is the city gonna be in resistance? A really long time. Okay. Actually, never seen a city in resistance for 20 turns. Maximum was like 13, I think. Or at least that's what I remember. Next. Yeah. Yeah, way too aggressive now. Taking 2 cities in 1 turn, and the city-state we actually didn't have to be at war with. I can't imagine why they don't like that. Gonna be the farm. And... smooth. Something like this. "45, 45, and now it's time to repair all our ships. And when everything is at 100% health, then we start thinking about the Chinese mainland. Okay. 2, 3, 1. Oh, just 2 attacks were enough to finish this one off. 1, 3, 4. Oh, that was easy. ironclad here. This one can move south. Okay. And this one will... These two will both provide cover for our cruisers. We managed to capture an archaeologist that we can keep for now. There. Should have all the connections soon. I'll just get the railroad here. More people. How are we doing on food? Quite well. How are we doing happiness-wise? Boredom. So much boredom. Oh, on the food. Diplomat it what? 24 turns. Can I speed it up? Nope. Should have built one guild here. And okay, we wait with this city until we are decided what we want to do with it, but we will be keeping Geneva, so may as well start working on that. In 4 turns, our religious stuff becomes more expensive. Let's spend our faith now. Gonna be 1 missionary, inquisitor. After that, probably 2 more inquisitors. Next. Strategic monopoly on aluminum. What is strategic monopoly on aluminum? I don't remember that one. I have no idea what that is. 31,000. Well, that's nice, but still not what I want. So much for working with Denmark. I think for this Congress, there really wasn't much for us to do. And what is this? Vatican City has been captured by Byzantium. Oh. Or Vatican City. What was the sacking of Vatican? 1527? Here they have it like every 2 years, it seems. Why is the city still growing? I can't work a specialist slot. Just get as much production as possible. And yeah, the monopoly on aluminum. Extra healing, and then the global is production. This kind of sucks. We really don't have anything left to do for our workers, so I think I'll just have this one sitting in our capital. This one will fix the deer. I have enough. I don't think I can finish the ironclad off, or maybe I can. Don't see any range units along the coast. Let's get another kill, why not? 45, 45. Still need vision in this area. Okay, it seems that Ethiopia has control over this. Look at that. Wow. Forty-five, 45. How are we doing happiness-wise? 28. Go. Oh, what are you doing? That's another ironclad. Okay, 45. What? This is the +1 range. Okay, this will take a while. Fortify. Build the village. I'll unlock this tile. It's 9 turns away from completion, but that it will be better than this one. And I know that I wouldn't remember to switch that later. Okay, next. Sydney told me recently that they think you are a foul and terrible person. Really, Sydney, city-state, wow. Perhaps you should focus on a different city-state and leave this one to me. Oh, he's, okay, okay, he is complaining about me being too friendly with Sydney, it seems. Oh, sorry. And Caesar is back. Still thinking about just removing him from the map. but don't want to be that close to Denmark. And I think Vatican switched master twice in one turn. Denmark took it, and then Byzantium took it back, so yeah. They really have to be bleeding units there. What about you? How are we doing food-wise? Decent. I think I'll actually leave this locked for that extra production. We're done with Arsenal, that's nice. It's time for Harbor and Seaport, so we can buy units on this side. Buy the stock exchange. Oh, we got enough to get the penicillin on this turn, thanks to that. Okay. Fallout resistance, medical lab, mercs, and subs. Yeah, down to 2 happiness, but it's because of starvation in multiple cities, I think. So I should be able to increase the happiness. Okay, what did we get? Rid of this. Let's trade with volatile. Missionary is a lot more effective. Okay, fortify. I'll have to upgrade my garrisons at some point so that the units that we are getting from our vassals are actually worth something. I can't keep the cuirassier because I don't have horses. I can't keep the field gun either because you don't have the iron for it. They basically got, what, 1 fusilier and like 800 gold? I'll just use him to replace the garrison in our capital. Fortify. How expensive is this? 430. But you have multiple. Look at that. Maybe if we have some spare money after we end the war with China, we should be able to get a lot of money from that. I'll just do something about this so that next time when we get to the new era, we can actually get useful units. New spy. Interesting. What are we gonna do with the new spy? We'll definitely try to send him to Marrakesh. 353. Oh, okay. But I think there's still some tax that could steal from Morocco. 55, no, it's going to China. Probably to Beijing. It's risky, but it has the highest potential, so let's try our luck again. Another starving city. Oh. Let's work the sea tile. It's 10 happiness. There's another starving city. This one might be a bit of a problem. 1 food. Actually, no. I can just sacrifice 1 gold, work the farm, and everything is fine again. 11 happiness, but it's still not amazing. Any more starving cities? Nope. And that's a bit of a problem. Religious divisions are huge problems suddenly. But poverty and boredom, that's just insane. But we need that golden age. The golden age will give us the next tenet that will help. That'll give us the golden age faster. Yeah, it just snowballs like that. Okay, production. Do you have problems with poverty? Nope. So there's no reason to rush the medical lab. I'll just get the hotel. 7 tens and just hope that it's not a waste of time that we get the Cristo Redentor. And those hotels will be producing culture. And then the next tag, that's a good question. I was thinking that I could try to use Great Leap Forward to get electronics and ecology and basically get to information era like 100 turns before anyone else. Question is, can I do that? Because my first priority is to get the motherland calls. That's a huge help. That free social policy is amazing. Crime reduction, well, it's nice. And we are only competing for it with Morocco. So hopefully we can get it. Then I would go for refrigeration, ignoring the militaristic tax. Might be a mistake, but we still get what? We have subs, we have mercs. So what we'll be really missing is maybe ballistics and flight. That might be the biggest problem if China goes for flight very early. We get broadcast towers, which is huge. That will solve our boredom problem. And this will also give us the ecology that will give us Opera House, I mean Sydney Opera House. That is another free social policy. Should compensate for the loss that we suffer when we enter the information era basically ahead of time. But also give us battleships. And at that point, if we don't lose any cruisers, we should get to 9 logistics battleships, which is just unbeatable, basically. Yeah, let's try this. And now I just have to find a way how to line this up with the Great Leap Forward. And how to solve the happiness problems meanwhile. Okay. So we are done for today, I think. Next time, we attack another Chinese city, but I have to decide which one. So that might be a question for you guys. Which city would you attack? Would you go for Hangzhou as the city that's closest to us and probably easiest to take, or would you try to find a different city that might be more difficult to either take or then keep, but might be more valuable to China? Because, for example, Shanghai is producing a lot of tourism, so there is a reason to take that away from China. But then again, from the north, it's easy. It's the easiest way how to take Beijing then. So yeah, let me know, guys, if you have any ideas about the attack on the Chinese mainland, what you would do. I'll be looking forward to your comments, and we'll continue the next episode. Until then, have a good time. Bye bye.